Coming off a split on Wednesday, the Umpqua Riverhawks return home to finish off the 4-game series against the Mount Hood Saints here at Champion Car Wash Field. Hello and welcome to Champion Car Wash Field here in beautiful Roseburg, Oregon. I'm Knight Jarecki. I'll have your call this afternoon here on Riverhawks TV. Umpqua now 22-14 on the season, 18-12 in the NWAC South, facing off against the Mount Hood Saints, who come in 22-16 overall in the season, 16-14 in the NWAC South. The Riverhawks, they've already clinched a spot in the NWAC tournament, but there's still a lot to be determined. Lynn Benton right now is in first place, 23-6 overall. With 6 games remaining, Umpqua still has a chance to get the number 1 seed, but they need to win out, and Lynn Benton needs to lose out. Ahead of UCC is Lane, who is 20-9 overall in conference play, and then Umpqua, of course, 18-12. So still a lot to be determined. With 6 games to go, the Riverhawks, they could still be the NWAC South champions, or they could finish 4th. The top 4 teams make it on to the tournament. The 1 seed gets to host a super regional, and then the 2 seed gets to host a super regional, and then the 3 and 4 seed will travel to that 2 seed. So UCC, they want to be in that top 2 spots to eventually go on to the NWAC tournament. Important games to be played this afternoon. Let's go ahead and get you today's starting lineup for the Mount Hood Saints. Leading things off for the Saints is going to be the left fielder Kyle Slater. Cade Wynn, the shortstop, he'll be batting second. Diego Richards, the first baseman, he's batting third. Hunter Allen is the catcher, he's batting fourth. Braden Sievertson is the DH in the 5 spot. Adam Elliott, the right fielder, batting 6th. Jordan Ariza, the center fielder, batting 7th. Brave Johnson, the second baseman, batting 8th. And Tanner Kofert is the third baseman, batting 9th. They'll be facing off against Tristan Ledbetter, the right-hander on the mound for UCC. Ledbetter on the mound, he'll wind and fire. First pitch is swung on and missed, and we're underway at 12:02 here in game number 1 of 2. On this Saturday afternoon. 57 degrees the current temperature here in Roseburg. Overcast skies, no rain. The 0-1 pitch from Ledbetter up and inside, and it actually hits the batter in Kyle Slater, and so leadoff man is aboard for Mount Hood. Umpire from the first base side coming in to talk things over with the home plate umpire. And they're to say that it did not hit him, so it is not a hit by pitch. Instead, it misses, and it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. So an early overturned call eliminates the runner at first base. So Slater in the box for Mount Hood. Slater from Yamhill, Oregon. So far this season, batting .315, one of the top hitters for Mount Hood. Ledbetter ready, his 1-1. Looked at, a fastball for a strike. 1-2. Ledbetter, the right-hander on the mound. He's making his 5th start of the season for UCC, 8th game overall. A 4.41 ERA this season for the right-hander from Roseburg. His 1-2 delivery, fastball called, strike 3. Rings him up. Got him looking with the high heat on the outside part of the plate. 1 away here in the top of the first.
15, Cade Wynn.
Brings up Cade Wynn, the shortstop for Mount Hood. Wynn from Molalla, Oregon, graduate of Silverton High School. First pitch to him is up and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Wynn this season batting .270 for the Saints. 3 doubles, 18 runs scored with 16 RBIs. Ledbetter's 1-0 is fouled away, 1 ball and 1 strike. The Ledbetter this season, a 1-2 record in his 4 starts, 32 2/3 innings pitched so far this season. Is 1-1, looked at outside, 1 ball and 2 balls and 1 strike. Riverhawks in the white pinstripe uniforms today. Ledbetter's 2-1. tails away, 3 balls and 1 strike. Riverhawks and Saints met on Wednesday, 3-2. The score in game number 1, the Riverhawks winning, and then in game number 2, the Saints got them back, 7-2. 3 balls and 1 strike. The pitch from Ledbetter, grounded past the mitt of the third baseman Metzger and into left field. It was 1 hopper right to the hot corner, and overall, Metzger couldn't track it down, and it's going to be a hit for Cade Wynn.
The next batter, number 5, Diego Richards.
So there is the first official base runner. After Slater, it looked like he got hit by a pitch. Had to come back to the plate and was ultimately called out on strikes. Runner at first, 1 out for Diego Richards, the first baseman. First pitch to Richards, he fouls it back. 0-1. Richards, the first baseman, second on the team in batting average this season, a .313 average. 11 doubles, a triple, and 16 RBIs for Richards. The 0-1 pitch, down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ledbetter working out of the stretch. Is 1-1. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 1-2. Richards from Hillsboro, Oregon, a graduate of Glencoe High School. Had a really nice high school career at Glencoe. He's had a pretty good career at Mount Hood as well. The 1-2 to him, down and away. Off speed, couldn't connect for Ledbetter. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Richards, a couple of All-State honors at Glencoe High School. This season now 9th in the NWAC with 11 doubles. 2-2 pitch to him. Fouls it back and he stays alive. Looked like a little bit above the zone from Ledbetter, but Richards able to just get a piece of it. 2-2. Richards went 1 for 4 in game number 2, the victory for Mount Hood, and also went 1 for 4 in game number 1 on Wednesday. So overall, 2 for 8 in the 2 games. 2-2 pitch to him. Lifts it out towards shallow left field. Back is Davis, the shortstop. He makes the catch, throws it back towards first base. Staying on the bag is Marble, and it's a double play. Wynn was looking to the sky, trying to track the ball, didn't know where it was going to fall, and all of a sudden Taylor Davis tracks it down in the grass and fires over to first base and records the 2 outs for the double play. And then I'll do it for the Saints in the top of the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no runners left stranded, and no errors defensively. We go to the bottom of the first. The score is 0-0 here on Riverhawks TV. Bottom of the first inning, 0-0 the score. Starting lineup for the Umpqua Riverhawks. Leading things off is going to be the center fielder Tristan Schaefer, batting second. The left fielder Shiloh Wilson. Taylor Davis, who had that nice play defensively in the top half of the inning, turning 2 to end the inning. He's going to be batting third. He's the shortstop, of course. Jackson Thompson, the second baseman, batting fourth. Trevor Ratliff is the DH in the 5-hole. Jeremiah Robbins is the catcher, batting sixth. Jackson Marble, the first baseman, batting seventh. Noah Kiley is the right fielder, batting eighth. And Aiden Metzger is the third baseman in the 9-hole. Starting on the mound for Mount Hood is the right-hander Anthony Leo. Leo working out of the stretch, kicks and fires. His first pitch is down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. to Tristan Schaefer. Schaefer, one of the top returners this season for the Riverhawks. 1-0 pitch to him. Lines it out towards right field, slicing towards the corner, and it gets past the right fielder, Adam Elliott. Taken off towards second, and stopping there is Schaefer as it bounced off the turf and over the wall for a ground rule double. So a great start offensively for the Riverhawks, who have struggled offensively this season. UCC came into today with the 9th worst batting average in the NWAC. They have the 6th fewest runs scored in the NWAC. They have the 4th fewest stolen bases, and they have the fewest walks drawn in NWAC play, but they get a leadoff double. Runner at second, nobody out in the bottom of the first. Showing bunt and pulling it back is Shiloh Wilson, and the pitch misses. 1 ball and no strikes. Riverhawks looking to take an early lead here in the bottom of 1. Wilson, the 2-hole hitter, freshman from Reno, Nevada. 1-0 to him, grounded out towards the right side. At second base, Brave Johnson fields and fires to first base. 1 away. Defensively today for Mount Hood, out in left field, Kyle Slater. In center field, Jordan Ariza. Out in right, Adam Elliott. At third base, Tanner Cofer. Cade Wynn as the shortstop. Brave Johnson, who you heard at second base. Diego Richards at first base, and Hunter Allen is catching behind the plate. First pitch to Taylor Davis is outside. 1 ball and no strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Davis, a freshman from Snoqualmie, Washington. .231 hitter this season for UCC. 1-0 pitch to him. It's up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Chance to give UCC an early lead. Davis, graduate of Mount Si High School. Starting shortstop as a freshman. 2-0, cuts and misses, 2-1. Schaefer standing at third, does have some speed. So a fly ball, moderately deep to the outfield, could score a run for UCC. 2-1 delivery. It's outside, 3 balls and 1 strike to Davis. Leo, the right-hander on the mound, 5-3 this season in 10 games and 8 starts. His 3-1 pitch popped up in the infield, just beyond the second base bag. Wynn, the shortstop, squeezes the mitt for out number 2. After the leadoff ground rule double by Tristan Schaefer, a ground out to second and a pop up to shortstop puts 2 outs on the board.
Next batter, second baseman Jackson Thompson.
Here in the bottom of the first. So it brings up Jackson Thompson. 2 outs and a runner at third. The cleanup hitter looks at the first pitch high, 1 ball and no strikes. Leo this season, a 2.96 ERA, just 15 earned runs in 45 and 2/3 innings pitched. 40 strikeouts, 10 walks this season. The 1-0 delivery popped up in the infield. Calling for it is Allen, the catcher, and he can't catch it. It drops in fair territory and then rolls foul, so it'll be a foul ball. Not a complete error, could have been out of the inning for Mount Hood, but Thompson gets the second life. So a misplay by Allen keeps the inning alive for UCC. 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Leo. Fouled away. 1-2. UCC has the 2 games today, then next week a midweek doubleheader against Lane, and then back at home next weekend for their final 2 games here at Champion Car Wash Field. 1-2 pitch, whiffed it. It's a strikeout for Leo, and that'll do it for the Riverhawks in the bottom of the first. 1 runner left stranded after 1 hit, no runs and no errors. We're headed to the second. 0-0 the score. You're from Champion Car Wash Field. Top of the second inning, 0-0 the score here from Champion Car Wash Field. Knight Jarecki, happy to be with you this afternoon. Tristan Ledbetter back on the mound. His first pitch to Hunter Allen is in for a strike, 0-1. Gets the fastball at the letters. Allen, the cleanup hitter for Mount Hood. Sophomore from Pleasant Hill, Oregon. 0-1 pitch to him is outside, 1-1 from Ledbetter. Allen this season batting .279, 6 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, and 24 RBIs this season for the Saints. 1-1 pitch to him. It's inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Allen, an experienced player, not only 2 seasons at Mount Hood, but also 2 seasons playing in the West Coast League over the summer. 2-1 pitch, he fouls it back, 2-2. Joined the Springfield Drifters in 2024 at the end of the season, was primarily the bullpen catcher, though he did get 1 at bat. Then last season during the summer, 9 games with the Band Elks and then 6 more games with the Springfield Drifters. 2-2 pitch, lined out towards left field, and it's down for a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Saints. Runner at first, nobody out in the top of the second of this scoreless ballgame. Brings up Braden Sievertson, the designated hitter. Sievertson from Sandy, Oregon, a freshman on this Mount Hood squad. Two-way player for the Saints, who stands in with a runner at first. Ledbetter kicks and fires, first pitch down and away, 1-0. Looked like a bunt was shown by Sievertson. Charging in at third base was Aiden Metzger. But no contact with the pitch down and away. Ledbetter's 1-0. Bunt shown. Fielded by Metzger. He'll go to 1. Fielded it pretty quickly, but I don't think anybody was at second. Allen advances over to second base. So it is a sac bunt by Sievertson. 5-3 ground out. Puts it out on the board and puts a runner in scoring position for the Saints here in the top of the second.
Now batting number 1.
So runner in scoring position for Adam Elliott, the right fielder. Elliott from Springfield, Oregon. Ledbetter's first pitch to him. Breaking ball taken for a strike, 0-1. Elliott this season, a .239 average, 6 doubles, 14 RBIs, and 21 runs scored. The 0-1 popped up out towards the right side, heading out of play, and it goes out of play. Quickly 0-2 from Ledbetter. Ledbetter shakes and comes set. The 0-2 delivery. Down and away. 1-2. Ledbetter earned first team All-State honors as a pitcher in high school. Also played for the Roseburg Dr. Stewart, so spent plenty of time here at Champion Car Wash Field. 1-2 pitch. Popped up out towards center field. Arranging over towards his left is Schaefer. Tagging at second base is Allen, but he won't head to third. Second out is recorded. 2 away with a runner at second in the scoreless ball game in the top of 2. And brings up the center fielder, Jordan Ariza.
Now batting number 9, Jordan Ariza.
Ariza, a freshman from Twelton, Oregon. 3 doubles, 2 triples, 9 RBIs with the .174 average of this season for Mount Hood. First pitch, fastball high, about helmet high, 1 ball and no strikes. Ariza was hitless on Wednesday in game number 1, as well as in game number 2. 1-0 up and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Overall, a combined 0 for 7 across the 2 games, looking for his first hit of the series. 2 balls and no strikes. Ledbetter delivers outside. He falls behind 3-0. Ledbetter this season, 27 strikeouts to 15 walks entering today. Had strikeout number 28 on the season at the first batter he faced, Kyle Slater. His 3-0 is taken for a strike. It looked like Ariza thought he was heading to first with a walk. Instead, he's back into the box for a 3-1 pitch. No win today. Flag straight down in center field. 3-1 pitch. Outside, and it's a walk. 2-out walk extends the inning, puts 2 runners aboard for Mount Hood in this 0-0 ball game in the top of the second. And brings up Brave Johnson. Johnson, the 8-hole hitter and the second baseman today, originally from Portland, Oregon, a graduate of Jefferson High School. Stands in with the chance to give the Saints the lead. First pitch from Ledbetter. Chopper on one hop to third. Metzger fields. He'll tap on the third base bag himself to end the inning. 1 runner left stranded after 1 hit. No runs, no errors defensively. We now head to the bottom of the second. The score is 0-0 here from Champion Car Wash Field on Riverhawks TV.
Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me.
Bottom of the second inning, 0-0 the score. Riverhawks coming back up to the plate. Trevor Ratliff, Jeremiah Robbins, and Jackson Marble due up for the Riverhawks. Batters 5, 6, and 7. Back on the mound is Anthony Leo for the Mount Hood Saints. Each team won a game on Wednesday, finishing off the 4-game series today. First pitch here in the bottom of the second. Ratliff flies it out towards center field. Coming in a few steps is Ariza, who makes the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin this bottom of the second inning, and it brings up Jeremiah Robbins, the catcher. Robbins this season for UCC, a returner, batting .169, down from last year's .191 average. First pitch to him is taken for a strike, going 1. Overall, 4 doubles, a triple, and a home run this season for Robbins. Didn't have a triple or home run last year, so that is a plus from this season. Fouls off the 0-1 and falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes. Robbins originally from Medford, Oregon, so staying in Southern Oregon. Coming up the I-5 to play here in Roseburg. 0-2, a dribbler towards the left side, collecting his Koford, the throw to first base, in time to allay. 2 up, 2 down to begin the bottom of the second, and brings up Jackson Marble. Marble, the first baseman today for UCC. A .117 hitter this season with 2 doubles and 13 RBIs. First pitch. Cuts and misses, 0-1. Good stuff so far from Anthony Leo, who allowed a leadoff ground rule double to Tristan Schaefer before settling in last inning. Is 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Last inning allowed that double and then got a ground out to second, a pop up to short, and a strikeout to Jackson Thompson to get out of the inning unscathed. 0-2 pitch. Popped up out towards the right side in foul territory. The first baseman Richards near the fence makes the catch for the final out. 3 up, 3 down go the Riverhawks in the bottom of the second. We're headed to the third. 0-0 the score here on Riverhawks TV.
Black leather glove.
Batters 9, 1, and 2 do up for Mount Hood in the top of the third inning. 0-0 still the score. Tristan Ledbetter back on the bump. The right-hander from Roseburg will wheel and deal. His first pitch here in the top of 3 is in for a strike. 0-1 to Tanner Coford. Coford, the 9-hole hitter, followed by Kyle Slater and K to win. Ledbetter finishing off the first time through the lineup. Misses down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Coford this season batting .163, 3 doubles, 11 RBIs, and 12 runs scored. Ledbetter's 1-1. Lifted up out towards the right side. Chasing after it is Marble, and it goes out of play. Sun's starting to peek through a little bit here in Douglas County. Starting to see some blue skies, not complete blue skies, but going from mostly overcast to partly cloudy. Getting lighter in the afternoon. 1-2 pitch. A little bit low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I assume the weather down here was pretty similar to the weather that I had down in or up in Springfield over the week. Drove down today and it was overcast. Pretty much all week from Springfield side of view, sunny. Grounder out towards the left side at third base. Metzger fires the first, 1 away. Retires his counterpart in Coford. 1 out in the top of the third inning.
Now batting number 2, Kyle Slater.
Brings up Kyle Slater. Slater, the left fielder. And inning number 1, it looked like he got hit by a pitch on the second pitch to him. It was a pitch up and inside. He went to first base. Overall, the first base umpire overturned the call, and then he was called out on strikes. First pitch to him, and his second AB is down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. So it looked like he was going to be at first with a hit by pitch. Instead, he was back to the dugout with a called strike 3. Ledbetter's only strikeout his first time through the order. Pitch misses outside, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes. (2-0). It's popped in the air out towards left field. Wilson takes a few steps towards his left, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Quickly 2 away for Ledbetter, and it brings up K to win, who had 1 of 2 hits the first time through the order for Mount Hood. They're out hitting UCC right now 2-1. Score still tied 0-0. Ledbetter's first pitch to win is fouled away. 0-1. Ledbetter, the 4th most innings pitched this season for UCC, is 0-1. Up and inside, 1-1. Last through against Clackamas, 6 innings pitched with 2 earned runs and 5 walks. His 1-1 pitch somehow misses the zone. Looks pretty good from up here. 2 balls and 1 strike. 5 hits, 5 walks, only 1 strikeout, but just 2 runs given up in 6 innings. You'll take that. 2-1 pitch. It's high, 3-1. Only 1 walk the first time through the order, but behind here, 3-1 to the 2-hole hitter and win. Ledbetter on the slab. Will wind and deliver. In for a strike, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the 3rd of a 0-0 ball game. Here's the pitch from Ledbetter. Lofted out towards center field. Schaefer shuffles the feet, squeezes them in, and ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down go the Saints. We head to the bottom of 3. 0-0 still the score here from Champion Car Wash Field on Riverhawks TV. Still scoreless through 2.5 here at Champion Car Wash Field. A great day for baseball in the Pacific Northwest.
First batter for the Riverhawks to lead off the bottom.
Riverhawks again have already clinched a playoff spot. They still could win the NWAC South, or they could finish 4th, depending on how their final 6 games go. 8-9-1 due up as Noah Kiley swings at the first pitch from Anthony Leo and fouls it away, 0-1. Kiley, Aiden Metzger, and Tristan Schaefer due up for the Riverhawks. Just 1 hit so far for UCC. It was to the leadoff batter, Schaefer. So it's been 6 straight retired by Leo after the leadoff double. Hit out towards the right side by Kiley. Collecting at second is Brave Johnson. His throw to first base retires Kiley, and now 7 straight batters retired for UCC, dating back to the first. 1 out, nobody on for Aiden Metzger, the third baseman, who has been pretty active defensively so far. We'll see what he does offensively here for UCC. First pitch to him, misses the zone, 1 ball and no strikes. Metzger, a sophomore for UCC from Albany, Oregon, a West Albany High School alum, batting .247 this season, 2 doubles, and 8 RBIs. Takes a fastball high from Leo. 2 balls and no strikes. That .247 average, an improvement from last year across 22 games a year ago. Just a .158 average. 2-0 pitch is in for a strike, able to connect with the low outside corner. So 2-1 to Metzger. 5'10", 175 pounds. 2-1 pitch to him. It's fouled back. 2-2. Anthony Leo, the right-hander from Forest Grove, Oregon. A great first season with the Saints. 2-2 pitch. It's high. 3-2. And really that 40-10 strikeout to walk ratio, that stands out. Plus a 2.96 ERA, you'll take that as a freshman. Looking for a 6th win of the season. Is 3-2. It's fouled back, and Metzger stays alive. Leo, also a basketball player in high school, elected to go the baseball route. And it's worked out so far in his freshman campaign. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. Cut on and missed. Another strikeout for Leo, his second. And 8 straight batters retired since he allowed a leadoff ground rule double to Tristan Schaefer, who stands back in for his second look at the right-hander.
Tristan Schaefer.
2 outs and nobody on for Schaefer. A young man from Gig Harbor, Washington, who won a Gold Glove a year ago from the ABCA Rawlings Pacific Association. He takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. It was the 4th double of the season for Schaefer. In inning number 1, and he takes the 0-1 for a strike as Leo gets ahead 0-2. Looking for back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. Leo set. His 0-2 delivery. Taken high above the letters, 1-2. Didn't miss by much. Schaefer back in the box. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, grounded towards the left side on 2 hops. When Fields bobbles it and doesn't have a play at first base. It's going to go down as an error. First error of the game defensively for Mount Hood. And it puts a runner at first base and extends the inning for UCC offensively.
Now batting,
So in steps Shiloh Wilson after the error. Schaefer at first base. 4 steals this season. First pitch to Wilson, in for a strike, 0-1. And really, it's a down year in terms of the speed for Schaefer. Had 23 steals a year ago, just 4 so far this season. And now he gets picked off. Throw to first, and now goes down towards second. The throw from Richards, the win, and the tag in time to get Schaefer for the final out. So it is a 1-2-3 inning in very unique fashion. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and no one left stranded. We're now headed to the 4th. 0-0 the score here from Champion Car Wash Field here on Riverhawks TV. Top of the 4th inning, the score is 0-0. Tristan Ledbetter back on the bump. First pitch here in the top of the 4th is grounded over to third base on 2 hops. The throw to first from Metzger retires Diego Richards for out number 1. Richards popped into a double play back in the first inning and now 0 for 2 with the ground out to third. And it brings up Hunter Allen, who's 1 for 1. Allen singled back in the second. First pitch. He takes it for a strike, going 1. So Ledbetter started the season out of the bullpen. has slowly become a starter for the Riverhawks and has had some quality starts in his last 3 outings. The 0-1 grounded over to third. Metzger picks it off the turf. The long throw to first base in there. Back-to-back groundouts to third, 2 away here in the top of the 4th. Ledbetter against Lynn Benton on April 4th. 7 innings pitched with 2 earned runs and 7 strikeouts. No walks in that outing. Then threw 8 1/3 against Chemeketa on April 10th, allowing just 3 earned runs. First pitch, a fastball in for a strike. Able to connect with the low outside corner is Ledbetter. 0-1 to Braden Sievertson, who had a sac bunt his first time up in the second. 2 outs, nobody on the top of the 4th. Bounces in, 1 ball and 1 strike. So Ledbetter has picked it up as of late. And it's been a good start so far for the right-hander from Roseburg. His 1-1 delivery is looked at for a strike. Gets head, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Struck out the first batter, Kyle Slater, no strikeout since. A 1-2-3 inning in the 3rd, looking to repeat here in the 4th. The righty wheels and deals. And it's fouled away. We'll do the 1-2 again. Riverhawks, again on Wednesday, won game number 1, 3-2, lost game number 2, 7-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Low. 2-2. And even though the Riverhawks have already clinched a playoff spot, still important games to determine the seeding as we head to the NWAC tournament. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Second strikeout for Ledbetter, and it's another 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th, still tied at 0, here from Champion Car Wash Field on Riverhawks TV. Bottom of the 4th inning, still tied at 0. Shiloh Wilson, Taylor Davis, and Jackson Thompson due up for the Riverhawks. Still on the mound is Anthony Leo, the right-hander for Mount Hood. First pitch swinging is Wilson. He launches it to right field, back to the track, and it's off the wall. Elliott's racing to track it down. Wilson, he's headed to third with a stand-up triple. Actually had to slide into third. He could have gotten there standing up. But it's leadoff triple regardless for Wilson as he cranked it to right field. It's the first hit since the first inning for UCC.
The next batter, number 1.
And Manny got a hold of it. Missed a home run by maybe a couple of feet. 320 down the line, and he probably hit it. About 320 feet off the right field wall. Runner at third, and first pitch swinging for Taylor Davis, and he hits it into the gap in left center field. That'll bring in Wilson, sliding into second safely as Davis. It's an RBI double, and the Riverhawks take the lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. A triple and a double on back-to-back pitches puts the Riverhawks in front 1-0.
Now batting, Jackson Thompson.
So it brings up Jackson Thompson, who struck out his first time up against Leo. Chance to drive in another run. First pitch, down and away, 1-0. Leo had retired 9 straight batters after allowing a leadoff double to Tristan Schaefer in the first. Retired 8 straight batters, then an error put a runner at first. The 1-0 down and away, 2-0. That was Schaefer at first base, and then Leo picked him off. That ended last inning, so it was 9 up, 9 down in a row for UCC after the leadoff double to Schaefer in the first. And then to start the fourth, the triple off the wall for Wilson and a double with an RBI for Taylor Davis. And now Corey Keir is coming out to talk things over with Leo and the rest of the infield. Corey Keir, the head coach at Mount Hood, over 26 years of experience coaching and mentoring athletes. He's been all around the sports world in the state of Oregon. He's coached wrestling, football, baseball. He's also been behind the microphone like myself. He actually does some color commentating for the University of Portland and their baseball team. Actually was where I met Coach Keir last summer. Joey Kieran and I were up and calling some Legion baseball, the state tournament at the University of Portland's campus, and Coach Keir stopped by to say hi. 2-0 pitch after the break is outside, 3-0. Coach Keir actually coached Joey Kieran, the typical voice of UCC, when Joey was in high school, all the way back at Sam Barlow High School up in Gresham. 3-0 pitch is outside, and it's a walk to Thompson to put 2 aboard here in the top of the fourth. Joey's covering Roseburg High School baseball. They're facing off against South Medford down at Harry and David Field.
Hitter, Trevor Ratliff.
So with Joey out of town and calling those games, I was asked to fill in for the second time this season. I'll be back next Saturday for the season finale as well, as the first pitch comes in for a strike to Trevor Ratliff, 0-1. Got to call the first game of the season for UCC. That was against Big Bend, and then today got the call out of the bullpen. Here I am getting the start. 0-1, swing and a miss. 0-2 to Ratliff. Coach Keir has been around. This summer, he's actually going to go to the West Coast League and be the pitching coach for the Walla Walla Sweets. Leo Rivera is going to be the head coach of the Sweets this season. 0-2 pitch, down and away, 1-2. Rocco Ferrari, who's an assistant coach for Mount Hood. Him and Leo Rivera were assistant coaches together in the West Coast League with the Springfield Drifters Baseball Club. Rivera actually played for the Sweets, and 2 years removed from being an assistant coach with the Drifters. Got named the head coach this season with Walla Walla. As 1-2 pitch is in for called strike 3. I think everybody was confused on that one. No full ring up by the home plate umpire. Ratliff is down on strikes for out number 1.
Now batting catcher, Jeremiah Robbins.
Ferrari back as an assistant coach here at Mount Hood. He's been at Mount Hood for a couple of seasons now. Keir going to go to Walla Walla and be the pitching coach there for the Sweets in the summer. Tristan Schaefer, the UCC center fielder. He played with the Sweets last season. First pitch to Jeremiah Robbins, misses outside, 1-0. Also coaching in Walla Walla this summer is going to be former UCC Riverhawk Brandon Cabrera. 1-0. It's fouled back, 1-1. Cabrera was an all-conference player for UCC and was a South Conference Gold Glove winner back in 2023. So a lot of connections in the NWAC and WCL. Should be a fun summer. Throw back towards second. At second, and being picked off is Davis. He's in a pickle. He's trying to get to third base, but the tag is applied. Taken off towards second is Thompson. So Thompson's going to end up at second. Davis is out. It's the second time today Anthony Leo has picked off a runner for UCC. Puts the second out on the board and eliminates a base runner. So just a runner at second. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. 1-0, UCC with the lead. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. 1-2. And so for Kier, that's why you saw him come out to the mound. He has experience mentoring arms. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs and a runner at second. Here's the pitch. It's fastball high, and it evens out the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Lofted out towards the right side of the infield. Charging in is Johnson. He gets called off by Richards, the first baseman, who makes the catch for the final out. 1 run comes in on 2 hits. No errors defensively with 1 left stranded. We're headed to the 5th. 1-0, UCC leading here on Riverhawks TV. It's out of the 5th inning. UCC leading 1-0 here from champion Car Wash Field. Into the box is Adam Elliott. Tristan Ledbetter still on the bump for UCC. The right-hander wheels and deals his first pitch. It's a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes in this 1-0 ball game. UCC able to take the lead after the RBI double by Taylor Davis. After Shiloh Wilson's leadoff triple in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 pitch from Ledbetter, lined out towards left center field. It's down for a base hit. Schaefer cuts it off in the alleyway and throws it in quickly to keep Elliott at first base. Leadoff single for the Saints.
Now batting center fielder Jordan Ariza.
3rd hit overall for Mount Hood. And it brings in Jordan Ariza. So a runner at first for Mount Hood here in the top of the 5th inning. Tying run on base. Been a fun game so far. Bunt is shown, and it's pulled back by Ariza's. Charging in was Metzger. Pitch missed. 1 ball and no strikes. Ariza a walk his first time up. That was back in the 2nd inning. We'll see if he sacrifices himself here. Mount Hood had a sac bunt back in the 2nd inning to advance a runner to second. He shows bunt again, and the pitch misses from Ledbetter outside. 2 balls and no strikes. So 3 hits given up by Ledbetter, just 1 walk so far. 2 strikeouts today for the right-hander from Roseburg. Metzger standing on the grass. 2-0 pitch is fouled back. 2-1, ran up and inside, and Ariza got the wood on it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ariza, a graduate of Tualatin High School, a freshman this season for Mount Hood. Bounces out towards the right side. It's in fair territory. Marble fields it. Was going to tag the runner in. Ariza instead has to walk it back to first base. And he gets the out there, and the sac bunt is successful for Ariza.
Now batting.
So the runner advances to second, and it brings up Brave Johnson. A chance to tie the game at 1. 1 out in the top of the 5th. UCC leading. Ledbetter working out of the stretch. First pitch to Johnson, a breaking ball that comes in for a strike. Good movement by Ledbetter and good location as well. 0-1 to Johnson, who is 0 for 1. Grounded out to third base on a 5 unassisted play to end the inning. Metzger with runners at first and second took it to the third base bag himself to end the inning. 0-1 pitch. Johnson thought about offering, probably should have. It's taken for a strike, 0-2. Again, sun beginning to peek through here in Roseburg. Starting to see more blue skies as the gray evaporates here in the Umpqua Valley. The 0-2 up and inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beautiful day for baseball all around. 60 degrees, the current temperature. Kind of hoodie weather at the moment. Although some fans wearing just a short sleeve shirt. Johnson just gets a piece of the 1-2 pitch. Stays alive. But I'd say a majority of the fans wearing hoodies. No blankets. That's the good news. It's not that cold. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out. Pitch from Ledbetter. Jammed up inside, and somehow getting a piece of it is Johnson. Stays alive. Brave Johnson back in 2023 with the 15U Rose City Boys won the Babe Ruth World Series. That was quite the honor for the Portland squad. He was very proud of that accomplishment, as he should have been. 1-2, lofted out towards the right side. Down the right field line, the first baseman, Marble, makes the catch over the shoulder for the second out. It keeps Elliott at second base. So after the leadoff single, a sac bunt and a pop-up puts 2 outs on the board for the Saints, and the 9-hole hitter Tanner Coford will stand in. Ledbetter looking for another scoreless inning. 1-0, UCC with the lead. The right-hander dangles the arm and comes set. Throws back out towards second, and diving back there safely is Elliott. Elliott 6 steals this season. Ledbetter's first pitch, fouled back by Coford. 0-1. Coford grounded out to third base back in the 3rd inning. Each team with 3 hits. UCC, all 3 of their hits for extra bases. The 0-1 down and away. It gets by Robbins up the first base side, and that allows Elliott to advance over to third base. So it evens the count and puts the tying run just 90 feet away for Mount Hood here on the top of the 5th. One ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. 1-2. Ledbetter trying to get through 5 innings without allowing a run. The 1-2 delivery. Bounces in. Evens it up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chopper to the left side, past the diving Metzger at shortstop Davis. The throw across his body. He got him at first. What a play by Taylor Davis. Backhands it deep in the hole at short, and across his body he fires the first, beat Coford, and keep it a 1-0 lead for UCC. One left stranded after 1 hit, no runs and no errors. Halfway through game number 1, it's UCC leading 1-0 here on Riverhawks TV. Bottom of the 5th and the bottom of the order due up for UCC. Jackson Marble, Noah Kiley, and Aiden Metzger due up as the first pitch to Jackson Marble is lifted out towards left field. Back is Slater, and he makes the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the bottom of the 5th inning for Anthony Leo. Last inning, Leo allowed a leadoff triple and then a double to Taylor Davis to bring in 1 run for UCC. Other than that, he's been pretty good today for Mount Hood. So here's Noah Kiley. He's 0 for 1. He takes the first pitch outside, 1-0. Kiley grounded out to second his first time up. The right fielder gets the start in the 8th spot today. 1-0 pitch. Grounded down the third base side, foul. 1-1. Leo's allowed 3 hits. It was a double to Schaefer to start the game, and then the 2 hits last inning. Outside of that, he's been pretty much perfect. Just 1 walk to Jackson Thompson, 3 strikeouts. There was 1 error defensively, and he was able to get out of it, picking off a runner, and he's done that twice. He's picked off 2 runners today in this 1-0 ball game. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. A blooper out towards left field. A race won by Cade Wynn. A P6 for out number 2.
The next batter, third baseman Aiden Metzger.
Aiden Metzger back up. He's been busy defensively today. Several plays to third base, including the 4th inning with 2 groundouts to third. First pitch to him. He swings and lines it to center field. A diving play not made by Ariza. It gets past him. Metzger's going to end up at second with a 2-out double. Heck of an effort from Ariza. But it's the 4th hit and the 4th extra base hit for UCC. And it brings back up the top of the lineup. And Tristan Schaefer, and now Leo's going to have to go The third time through the order. Starting with Schaefer here, who reached on the air back in the third and then hit that double, as mentioned, back in the first. Chance to stretch the lead to 2 with a base hit. Leo's first pitch. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Just 3 RBIs this season for Schaefer. 0-1, tails off. Outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Still no win today on a gorgeous Saturday in the Umpqua Valley. 1-1 pitch. It's looked at and outside. 2-1. 6 games remaining for UCC. 2 today. And they got 2 on Wednesday against Lane, and then back at home next Saturday, their final 2 games against the Titans. 2-1 pitch is outside. 3-1. Riverhawks threatening in the bottom of the 5th. Leo looks back to second. Now back to the dish, kicks and fires. Lofted out towards center field. Making the catch is Riza for the final out. 2-out double for Aiden Metzger. No runs, no errors, and Metzger left stranded at second. Through 5, the score is 1-0. UCC with the lead here on Riverhawks TV. Kyle Slater to lead things off in the top of the 6th inning. 1-0 UCC with the lead. Game number 1 of 2 this afternoon here at Champion Car Wash Field. First pitch swinging for Slater, who bloops it out towards second. Squeezing the mitt is Jackson Thompson for out number 1. So a quick first down to the leadoff hitter, Slater. Brings up the 2-hole hitter in Cade Wynn. Diego Richards on deck. 1-0 UCC with the lead after the RBI double by Taylor Davis back in the 4th. Tristan Ledbetter wheels and deals. The first pitch up and inside, 1-0. Wynn, he's 1 for 2 today. Singled back in the first. A fly out to center field in the 3rd. Third time through the order for Ledbetter. The righty delivers. It's lifted out towards left center field. Schaefer trying to track it down through the sun. Shades it with his mitt, and he makes the catch. Quickly 2 away.
Next up, number 5, Diego Richards.
Brings back up Diego Richards, who came in as one of the top hitters offensively for Mount Hood. Came in with a .313 average so far today. Popped into a double play and grounded out to third. Takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Richards, several years as an all-league player at Glencoe High School. Pops up a pitch out towards shallow left center field. Schaefer in, makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning in quick fashion for Tristan Ledbetter. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. The score is 1-0. UCC with the lead. Heading to the bottom of the 6th on the other half of this break here on Riverhawks TV.
Wilson.
Bottom of the 6th inning, 1-0. UCC with the lead against Mount Hood in game number 1 of 2 this afternoon here at Champion Car Wash Field. First pitch swinging for Shiloh Wilson. He grounds it to second, past the diving Brave Johnson into center field. It went off his mitt on the dive. And Wilson again, first pitch swinging just like he was back in the 4th. He had a triple then, and now the Riverhawks have their 5th hit of the game. It's their first non-extra base hit. Their previous 4 hits today, all extra bases. A double for Metzger, a double for Taylor Davis, a triple for Shiloh Wilson, and then a double by Tristan Schaefer. Throw over to first base, and back there safely is Wilson. Anthony Leo still on the mound, the right-hander for Mount Hood. Delivers a pitch, and it's fouled back by Taylor Davis. 0-1. Hughes showing bunt, trying to advance Wilson to second and into scoring position. Always need the extra insurance in a 1-0 game. Been pretty evenly matched this afternoon. Just the first 2 batters in the 4th, the difference. Davis shows bunt, pulls it back, and the pitch misses outside, 1-1. And Davis is the reason why UCC leads 1-0, because he had a double right after the triple by Wilson. Overall, he's 1 for 2. Popped up to short his first time up. Showing bunt again, pulls it back, and the pitch misses outside, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. Nobody out, and the runner at first. The pitch to Davis. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and the pitch misses again, down and away. 3 balls and 1 strike. It's been a pitcher's duel in game number 1 between Anthony Leo and Tristan Ledbetter. Ledbetter, 3 hits given up, but no runs. Throw back towards first base, and again back there safely is Wilson. Shiloh Wilson this season, 6 steals, had 12 steals last season as a high schooler. Bunt shown, pulled back, and the pitch misses, down and away, and it's a walk. So a single and a walk, put 2 runners aboard for UCC. Advances Wilson into scoring position. We'll see if this is a bunt situation for Jackson Thompson to try to advance 2 runners into scoring position. Again, UCC has struggled offensively this season, ranking in the bottom half of the NWAC for a lot of offensive categories. Their pitching and fielding has been excellent. So one of the top teams in the NWAC in terms of their defense. Just offense has struggled, and you can advance 2 runners into scoring position. You can set yourself up for success in a low-scoring affair. First pitch, bunt is shown, and it's bunted right back up to the mound. The throw goes to third, and in there safely is Wilson. So Leo does not elect to go to first and get the easy out. He tried to go to third and get the lead runner in Wilson, but Wilson able to leg it out, and it's going to be a fielder's choice play to load the bases. So the bases now loaded. Nobody out for Trevor Ratliff, who's 0 for 2 today. Flew out back in the second, a strikeout looking in the fourth. First pitch, it's down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Best opportunity offensively for UCC all ball game. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. It's outside. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, bases loaded. The pitch. Ratliff takes outside, and Leo's in danger of walking in a run. $14 RBIs this season for Ratliff. The designated hitter. We'll see if he gets the green light here. 3-0. Taken for a strike. He thought he had ball 4 and an RBI. Instead, he has a 3-1 count. Three balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Line down the right field line. It's slicing to the corner, and it goes foul. Makes it a full count. Leo trying to keep it a 1-0 game. Keep the Saints in it. Ratliff, an opportunity to blow the game open. Extend the lead for UCC with the Riverhawks leading 1-0. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Jammed up. Flared out towards the right side of the infield. In foul territory, the first baseman Richards makes the catch for out number 1. So a big first out for Leo. And it brings up Jeremiah Robbins. Robbins 0 for 2. Looking for his first hit and a chance for an RBI here. First pitch. Breaking ball. Taken for a strike. A really good pitch from Leo. 0-1. Shiloh Wilson at third. Taylor Davis at second. Jackson Thompson at first. A single, a walk, and a fielder's choice play has loaded the bases for UCC. The 0-1, another breaking ball, this time inside. 1-1. Leo ready, kicks and delivers. Fouled back. 1-2. 3 strikeouts for the right-hander this afternoon. He's trying to induce a double play ball here. Middle of the infield playing at double play depth. Corner of the infield playing in. The 1-2. High. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Robbins. A chance to extend the lead for UCC. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Lifted out towards left center field. Pretty deep. A long run for Ariza. He dives. He can't get it. That'll score 2 runs. And now being waved around third is Thompson. He'll come in and score. It's a bases clearing double for Jeremiah Robbins. And the Riverhawks lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Just kept on carrying. And Thompson had a great jump off the bat. He knew it. As all 3 runs come in and score. Make it actually just 2 runs. I thought that it was Thompson that was racing around third. It was actually Wilson. So it's just going to be a single. My goodness. So 2 RBI single. It's 3-0. And all that just for 2 runs. So Thompson ends up at second. Davis and Wilson are the ones that come in.
Now batting Jackson Marble.
And now Jackson Marble will stand it. God, you got to feel bad for Robbins, who was able to lift it down towards left center field. And it rolls all the way to the wall, and he just ends up at first base. First pitch is up and inside, 1-0. Still, though, he extends the lead for UCC and still just 1 out in the inning. 1-0. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. Still nobody warming up, and actually, as I say that, somebody starting to get loose in the bullpen for Mount Hood. Right-hander heading out there as we speak. 2 balls, no strikes. In for a strike. 2-1. Six hits now for UCC. 2-1 pitch. It's fouled back. 2-2. Almost another extra base hit for UCC. Wilson had the single to start the inning. It was a walk and a fielder's choice play to load the bases. Now their second non-extra base hit as the 2-2 is lifted out into foul territory. First base side near the fence. Reaching up is Richards, and he makes the catch. Man, right up against the fence. Reaches off, and he catches it at the top of the fence for the second out.
Now batting right fielder Noah Kiley.
So Marble pops out. He's 0 for 3 now, and it brings up Noah Kiley. First pitch, Kiley takes up and away, 1-0. Ground out to second and a pop up to short for Kiley. 2-run inning so far for UCC. Kiley takes a strike, 1-1. On Wednesday for UCC, they fell behind 1-0. In the 6th inning, they scored 3 runs to go up 3-1. They allowed a run in the bottom of the 6th and then hung on for a 3-2 victory. Swing and a miss by Kiley, and it's now 1-2. Chance to get out of the inning with just 2 runs given up for Anthony Leo. His right-hander warming up. It looks like Braden Rather warming up for Mount Hood. 1-2, whiffed at by Kiley, and that'll do it for the Riverhawks in the bottom of the 3rd, but not before they can score 2 runs on 2 hits. 2 are left stranded and no errors defensively. We're headed to the 7th, 3-0 the score. It's UCC with the lead here on Riverhawks TV. Tristan Ledbetter still on the bump for UCC. The score is 3-0. Riverhawks with the lead in the top of the 7th inning. Ledbetter wheels and deals. The first pitch is up and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Here in the top of the 7th, Hunter Allen, Braden Sievertson, and Adam Elliott. Heart of the lineup, batters 4, 5, and 6. Due up for Mount Hood. 1-0 pitch. Check swing. Allen takes a strike. 1-1. So 3-0 UCC with the lead. 2 runs coming in the bottom of the 6th inning. A 2 RBI single for Jeremiah Robbins. 1-1, a grounder up the middle. Davis Fields throws to first. A nice defensive play by Taylor Davis made that look easy. It was a hard play, and he was able to range over to his left and sidearm it to first for the opening out. One out, nobody on. Ledbetter has been excellent today. Delivers a first pitch high to Sievertson. 1-0. Sievertson, the designated hitter, a sac bunt back in the 2nd inning, and then a strikeout swinging in the 4th. His 3rd look at Ledbetter. 1-0 delivery. Fastball down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Roseburg High School in action today. The Indians up 2-1 in game number 1 of their doubleheader in the bottom of the 6th inning against South Medford. Ledbetter comes to the dish with a strike. 2-1. So good for the Douglas County teams. The UCC Riverhawks leading 3-0 here. 2-1, grounder towards left side. Davis collects the shortstop, fires the first. Back-to-back groundouts to short for Ledbetter to begin the top of the 7th inning. The Riverhawks leading 3-0. Quickly 2 away. And it brings up Adam Elliott. Elliott's one of 3 batters with a hit today for Mount Hood. Had a single his last time up in the 5th inning. Flew out to center field before that, back in the 2nd. Ledbetter's first pitch. It's taken for a strike. 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Hits him. So a hit by pitch puts Elliott at first base. Ledbetter almost had a hit by pitch back in the 1st inning. The first batter of the game, Kyle Slater, the 3rd pitch he saw. He thought he was hit by a pitch. Instead, they said it missed inside and ended up coming back to the plate. Ledbetter, though, walked a batter back in the 2nd. Has done a pretty good job keeping batters off base. As the pitch gets down and away past Robbins, and advancing over to second base is Elliott. It's 1 ball and no strikes, and now a runner in scoring position. Ledbetter looking for another scoreless outing. 1-0 bounces in. 2 balls and no strikes. Mount Hood looking for their first run of the game. Ledbetter's 2-0. Fastball outside. Falls behind. 3 balls and no strikes. See if we can find the zone here. Brave Johnson on deck. The 3-0 to Ariza is taken for a strike. 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards the right side. Through the 3-4 hole into right field. Getting the wave is Elliott. The throw from right field is cut off. And it's an RBI single by Jordan Ariza to bring in the first run of the game for Mount Hood. It's 3-1. So the wild pitch advances the runner into scoring position and costs UCC a run. It's the 4th hit of the game for Mount Hood, just the 4th hit given up by Ledbetter. And now a mound meeting. Austin Anderson is the pitching coach this season for UCC. Former UCC pitcher. Ended up finishing his career at the University of Oregon. Was a really good pitcher for the Ducks back in 2023. Ended up getting injured and couldn't finish out his college career. He was living in Eugene last year, was an assistant coach, but really couldn't come down and be a part of the full team practices. This season was named the pitching coach and back to living down here in Douglas County. Was able to be a bigger part of this coaching staff.
Now batting number 11, Craig Johnson.
So a runner at first, 2 outs in the top of the 7th, 3-1 the score, and those runs last inning for UCC proven to be crucial. First pitch in the dirt, throw back towards first base. The tag not in time. Man, he had him. If he'd have just laid down the tag immediately. So 1 ball and no strikes to Brave Johnson, who's 0 for 2, a ground out to third and a pop up to first. 1-0. Taken down and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Some action in the UCC bullpen. It looks like a right-hander starting to warm up. 2-0. Bounces in. It looks like Ledbetter's running out of steam. 3 balls and no strikes. Tanner Coford on deck. Tying run at the plate right now in Brave Johnson. Ledbetter's 3-0. Taken for a strike. Right at the knees. Gets back in the zone. And looking for the final out to complete 7 full innings. Three-one. Looked at for a strike. 3-2. So a full count with a runner at first in a 2-run game. Payoff pitch. Line to second. Leaping play made by Thompson to end the inning. 1 run comes in on 1 hit, 1 left stranded, no errors defensively. Through 6.5, it's time to stretch. The Riverhawks are leading 3-1 here from champion Car Wash Field. 3-1 the score as we begin the bottom of the 7th inning. UCC with the lead here at Champion Car Wash Field. The first of 2 games this afternoon. A beautiful day for baseball in the Umpqua Valley. Aiden Metzger, Tristan Schaefer, and Shiloh Wilson do up. A new pitcher on the mound for Mount Hood as Braden Rather's first pitch is grounded to third. A diving play at third made by Koford. The throw to first base, a one-hopper. Phenomenal play defensively for Koford as he retires his counterpart Metzger for out number 1. What a way to start for Braden Rather, the right-hander from Eugene, Oregon, a graduate from Willamette High School. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the bottom of the 7th inning in this 2-run game. Here's Tristan Schaefer, up for the 4th time today, 4th time through the order now for UCC as the leadoff hitter takes the pitch inside, 1-0. Schaefer doubled back in the 1st, reached on an air in the 3rd, and then popped up to center field back in the 5th. Rather's 1-0. It's high, 2 balls and no strikes. Anthony Leo today, 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch from Rather. Lofted out towards center field, moving a few steps to his right is Ariza. Quickly 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. 3-1 UCC with the lead. 1 run in the 4th, 2 runs in the 6th. And now Shiloh Wilson, who's 2 for 3 today, stands in. First pitch. Wilson grounds it to the right side at second. Johnson fields and fires the first for the final out. 3 up, 3 down, the Riverhawks go. We now head to the 8th inning. Riverhawks leading 3-1 here on Riverhawks TV. Top of the 8th inning, the score is 3-1, UCC with the lead. Tanner Koford leading things off for Mount Hood. New pitcher in the game, Tyler Miller. Wheels and deals, his first pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Tanner Koford, Kyle Slater, and Cade Wynn, 9-1-2, due up for the Saints in this two-run ball game. Miller's 0-1, grounded right back up the middle. Past, a diving play at second by Thompson. It went right past Miller, who had a shot at it on the mound, and then it looked like it was going to go to center field. Instead, Thompson dove and prevented it from going into the outfield. But it is going to be a base hit for Koford, and it brings the tying run to the plate, and Kyle Slater with the top of the order due up. 5th hit of the game for Mount Hood. Pretty good stuff from Tristan Ledbetter today. 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run. That 1 run came last inning in the 7th. with 1 walk, a hit by pitch, and 2 strikeouts. First pitch misses. 1 ball and no strikes from Miller. Coming in for the 12th time this season, all of his appearances out of the bullpen, 29 and 2/3 innings pitched with a 3.03 ERA, giving up just 10 earned runs. Throw over to first. Koford back there safely. He has 3 saves this season, a 1-0 record. Originally from Issaquah, Washington. 1-0 pitch. It's popped up out towards right field, racing into foul territory, and making the catch is Noah Kiley for out number 1. One out, a runner at first base here in the top of the 8th, and it brings up Cade Wynn, who's 1 for 3 today. Singled back in the first inning, 2 flyouts to center field since. Riverhawks were able to turn 2. That was back in the first inning. And for their second double play here. First pitch swinging, and it's fouled away by Wynn, 0-1. Miller, guy described by Coach Whistler as a guy that is a hard right-hander. Hard-throwing right-hander that can come in and throw lots of strikes. So far, that's what he's done. Gets ahead, no balls, and 2 strikes. Cade Wynn. The 0-2. Dribbled away. Staying alive is Wynn. And we'll do the 0-2 delivery again. No balls and 2 strikes with the runner at first and 1 out in the top of the 8th. Game number 1 of a doubleheader today. Throw back towards first base. Ooh, bang, bang play, but just getting back there safely is Tanner Koford. The 0-2. Fouled away. Wynn stays alive. UCC won 3-2 in game number 1 on Wednesday. Lost game number 2, 7-2. Game number 1 this afternoon on this Saturday. Similar result, competitive baseball game, low scoring. The 0-2 delivery. Called strike 3. Rings him up. Wynn can't believe it. It looked up and inside from up here, but he does not get the call. And 2 are gone in the top of the 8th inning. Brings up the dangerous Diego Richards, who's been hitless today. Hit into that double play, as mentioned back in the first inning. A ground out to third in the 4th, and a fly out to center field in the 6th. His first look at Tyler Miller. He swings at the first pitch and lines it right to the second baseman, Jackson Thompson, for the final out. Leadoff single for Tanner Koford. He's left stranded at first. No runs, no errors. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The score is 3-1. UCC with the lead here on Riverhawks TV.
Batter for the Riverhawks.
Bottom of the 8th inning, it's UCC leading 3-1 here in game number 1 of 2. On the mound, Braden Rather wheels and deals. First pitch to Taylor Davis is skied out towards left field. Over is the left fielder, Kyle Slater. He makes the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin the bottom of the 8th inning. In this 2-run ball game, Davis now 1 for 3 with an RBI double and a walk with a run scored. Brings up Jackson Thompson. Had a couple of nice plays defensively at second base today. First pitch to him, fouls it off. 0-1. At the plate, though, a strikeout back in the first, a walk in the fourth, and reached on a fielder's choice play in the 6th. Riverhawks, 1 run in the 4th, 2 runs in the 6th. That's how they have scored their 3 runs today. 2 RBI single for Jeremiah Robbins, and RBI double for Taylor Davis. Line drive through the hole into left field. It's a base hit for Jackson Thompson.
Next batter, designated hitter, Trevor Ratliff.
Brings up Trevor Ratliff. Ratliff 0 for 3 today. First pitch, it's taken outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Fly out to center field, a strikeout looking, and a pop up to first so far for Ratliff. 1-0, swing and a miss, looked like a hit and run situation, but still getting to second base is Thompson. That was crazy. It was like well inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. I saw a play the other day. It was in Japan, and it was like a hit and run situation with a bunt. And the pitch was up and outside over like the catcher's head. That's where it landed in the opposite hitter's batter's box. As this is laced down the left field line. Being waved around third is Thompson. Heading for second is Ratliff. It's an RBI double, and the Riverhawks extend the lead. It's 4-1. So the Riverhawks get extra insurance.
Catcher Jeremiah Robbins.
As it brings up Jeremiah Robbins. But it was a left-handed hitter, and it landed in the right-handed hitter's box above the helmet high of the catcher. And the batter leaped while trying to apply a bunt. It was hilarious. Looked like right out of a skit. He did not make contact. But the hit and run doesn't pay off, but Ratliff does bring in the runner, and Thompson after the steal. So a runner at second, 4-1 the score. 3-run lead for UCC. For the 9th here in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch in for a strike to Jeremiah Robbins. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Braden Rather looks back towards second. Kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss by Robbins. 0-2. Looks like a pitcher is warming up in the bullpen for Mount Hood. Looks like Ethan McLaughlin. There's the right-hander warming up if Rather can't get through this frame. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. Brings him up for the second out. So Robbins now 1 for 4, but does have the 2 RBIs today. First strikeout for Rather. Brings up Jackson Marble, who's hitless today. A couple of pop-ups to first and a fly out to left field. Ratliff at second. First pitch swinging for Marble, and he misses. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Marble trying to stretch the lead to 4 for the final inning in the 9th. He'll take the 0-1 for a strike. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Rather's pitch. Popped out of play. Almost complete sunshine now in the Umpqua Valley. Still hazy skies, but blue is peeking through. Just a wonderful day for baseball all around. 1-2 delivery. 0-2 delivery. Check swing. He did not go around it. It is now 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Line drive out towards left field, but right to Kyle Slater for the final out. That'll do it for the Riverhawks in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1 run comes in on 2 hits, 1 runner left stranded. No errors defensively. We now head to the 9th inning. It is 4-1. It's the Riverhawks with the lead here at home on Riverhawks TV. Hunter Allen is stepping into the box in the top of the 9th inning. Still out on the mound for UCC is Tyler Miller as he looks to close the door on this one as the Riverhawks lead 4-1. First pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Hunter Allen, Braden Sievertson, and Adam Elliott, 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Saints. Miller on the mound, wheels and deals, down and away. 1-1. Miller came in last inning for Tristan Ledbetter, who got the start. 7 innings pitched, 4 hits with 1 run, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts for Ledbetter. Last inning, a leadoff single, and then settled in. Fly out, a strikeout, and a line out. 1-1 pitch is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, this is game number 1 of 2 this afternoon. Game number 2 coming up right after the conclusion of this one, about 30 minutes afterwards. Allen should be 7 innings. 2-1 is in for a strike, 2-2. Miller, the right-hander from Issaquah, Washington, a freshman on this UCC squad, delivers, and it's fouled away. Pretty decent crowd today. Not completely packed, but good enough crowd that you do have some fans on both of the first base and third base dugout bleachers, as well as, of course, behind home plate in the shade. 2-2, up and inside, 3-2. I think some fans, especially on the first base side, taking advantage of the sun today. Always nice to be out and about in Oregon. And you see the sun. Payoff pitch. Lifted by Allen out towards left center field. A long run for Schaefer, and he's able to track it down. That's why he won a Gold Glove a year ago, because of that speed and that coverage that he provides in center field.
Next batter, designated hitter.
One out, nobody on in this 4-1 ball game. UCC with the lead. Again, UCC has clinched a playoff spot. They still could win the NWAC South, or they could finish in fourth, depending on how these final 6 games go. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1 to Braden Sievertson, who's hitless today. A sac bunt in the second, strikeout in the fourth, and a ground out in the seventh. The 0-1, check swing, he went around. Miller gets ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Miller looking for the 2-inning save, would be his 4th save of the season. Takes a breath, now rocks and fires. Inside. One ball and 2 strikes with 1 out and the top of the 9th inning. Game number 1. Been a pitcher's duel throughout, but UCC tacking on some runs late. The 1-2. Up and inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got extra insurance in the bottom of the 8th to stretch the lead back to 3. Miller's 2-2. Launched out towards left field. Into the corner. Wilson on the track makes the catch. 2 away. So the Saints down to their final out here in the top of the 9th inning.
The next batter,
brings up Adam Elliott. Elliott today has reached base safely in 2 of 3 plate appearances. Hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 7th. Singled in the 5th. Flew out before that. Back in the 2nd. First pitch to him. He takes a fastball down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Miller takes a breath. Now winds and fires. 1-0 pitch. This is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. 8 hits for UCC, 5 for Mount Hood. 1 error defensively for the Saints. No errors defensively for UCC. 2-0 pitch. Check swing. It's in for a strike. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. So Elliott making him work. Elliott, the graduate of Thurston High School up in Springfield. So staying in the red and black and playing for Mount Hood. 3-1 pitch. Fouled away, and the Saints are down to their final strike. Full count, 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning. UCC trying to hang on and win this game 4-1. Miller ready. Wheels and deals. The payoff pitch. Hit out towards right field. Giving chase is Schaefer. He's called off by Kiley in right field. And the Riverhawks win game number 1, 4-1. Great pitching performance for the Riverhawks in the opener today, as Tristan Ledbetter comes in and shoves. 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run with just 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. Then coming into the game, Tyler Miller closes the door, only allows 1 hit in the Apologies for that. But Ledbetter gets the win today. It's going to be the 4th save of the season for Tyler Miller. Really good outing for him. And Ledbetter again, 7 innings pitched, 4 hits with 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Did a pretty good job. Really just the 7th inning. Ran into some trouble late. But outside of that, really was in control, was in the zone quite a bit. And with the performance today, Ledbetter is now 2-2 on the season. On the other side for Mount Hood, it was Anthony Leo who got the start today. Leo now 5-4 on the season after picking up the loss, and he honestly looked pretty good too. 6 innings pitched with 6 hits, 3 earned runs with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. He was in control up until the 4th inning. It was a leadoff triple and then a RBI double by Shiloh Wilson and Taylor Davis. And then in the 6th inning, a single, a walk, and then a fielder's choice play. Loaded the bases on a bunt attempt to advance both runners into scoring position. And then a 2 RBI single for Jeremiah Robbins brought in 2 more runs. Then in the 8th inning, Jackson Thompson had a single with a run scored and then an RBI double by Trevor Ratliff to bring in that final run in the 8th. Braden Rather came in and allowed 1 run in his final 2 innings. Riverhawks win, and they are now 23-14 overall, 19-12 in NWAC South play. On the other side for Mount Hood, 22-17, and the Saints are now 16-15 in NWAC play. A big win for UCC, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. They're trying to get to that 2 spot or 1 spot. 1 spot a little bit out of reach. Lynn Benton, they would have to lose 6 straight games. UCC would have to win the next 5. And then Lane right now 20-9, 3 games ahead. So still a lot to be determined, and those games against Lane next week are going to be huge games. Could determine if UCC gets to host a regional here at Champion Car Wash Field. So UCC wins 4-1 in game number 1. And they pick up their 23rd win of the season. Game number 2 coming up in about 30 minutes or so. Stick around. We'll start a new broadcast here on Riverhawks TV. It's been fun being back down here at Champion Car Wash Field and calling some baseball for you this afternoon. I'm Nate Jarecki saying so long. We'll see you back for game number 2 momentarily here on Riverhawks TV.